Prime Minister Mitchell says investment in infrastructure development and other projects augurs well for economic recovery in 2021. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell says government's focus on infrastructure development and the construction sector to stimulate economic recovery in 2021 is sound planning. In his contribution to the debate on the 2021 budget, Dr. Mitchell, the former Minister for Finance, underscored the importance of this approach in creating jobs for many Grenadians. Dr. Mitchell underscored government's continued commitment to its social programs designed to assist the most vulnerable, but he also noted that critical attention must be paid to empowering more individuals to enable them to take care of their families.
Nothing about how do you build economy, how do you gain resources, as the member for St. David so clearly articulated about how the economy runs. How money is obtained, how a country is able to move forward. When it invests money in the capital stocks.
He explained that the frequency of grants and other support from international donor agencies will only be received when there is proof that more is being done to develop the economy. According to Dr. Mitchell, while increasing salaries and giving support to various sectors are all important, it would not be possible without a stable economy.
Spend less on bureaucracy. Spend less on outlays, on salaries, and invest your money in capital stocks. When people give you money, like IDA money, spend it on increasing salaries and you're getting anything more. You better make sure and allow them to see that you're spending it on building your capital stocks, thereby generating resources in the productive sectors of the economy.
The Ministry of Finance will work with non-compliant businesses and individuals to collect tax arrears during the first quarter of 2021. During his wrap-up of contribution on the 2021 budget on Monday, Finance Minister Honourable Gregory Bowen announced that personnel will be increased in the Inland Revenue Division to collect taxes that have not been paid. Minister Bowen said taxes will not be increased considering the current economic climate. The Inland Revenue Division will implement strategies to get non-compliant businesses up to date with tax payments.
Deliberating, detecting, and deterring potential non-compliance, ensuring that penalties and sanctions are enforced accordingly. So we're asking all persons who should pay tax, be prepared to do so, Mr. Speaker. We develop a comprehensive strategy for improving compliance among the large and medium taxpayers. With immediate effect, the IRD will contact all professionals, accountants, lawyers, engineers, real estate agents who have arrears so that they can make payment of the annual license and bring the arrears or wipe out the arrears.
Speaking on the way forward, the Finance Minister said no business will be forced out of operation because of tax arrears.
IRD will review existing payment arrangements to make them flexible in catering to the cash flow challenges that businesses may have due to COVID-19 pandemic. The measure will ensure that businesses are not forced out of operation due to the servicing of the tax obligations. We want businesses to thrive and grow. Better business performance will aid in improved revenue collection, Mr. Speaker.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break. The final two constituency town hall meetings for 2020 will take place in St. George Southeast and St. George Northwest this week. On Tuesday, December 8th, the team of Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, Honourable Gregory Bowen and Honourable Peter David will meet with constituents at the Marian Multipurpose Community Centre. Then on Thursday, December 10th, the government team of Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, Honorable Peter David and Honorable Norland Cox will engage constituents at the Happy Hill Secondary School. Both meetings will be broadcast live on GIS Channel 22 and the GIS Facebook and YouTube pages from 6 p.m. Remember, St. George Southeast on Tuesday, December 8th and St. George Northwest on Thursday, December 10th. Welcome back. Agriculture Minister Honorable Peter David says government will inject more than $200,000 into the sector to tackle predial larceny in 2021. Government has been dealing with the issue for years, even after the establishment of the Predial Larceny Task Force and the unit in collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force in 2013. Minister David stated that moving forward, the ministry will work with stakeholders to implement other aspects of the Predial Larceny Act to bring about a speedy resolution to the problems faced by farmers.
The Ministry of Agriculture is now working to implement other parts of the legislation, because legislation does not only speak to sentencing, it speaks to an entire mechanism. It speaks to things that needs to be done with the Royal Grenada Police Force in order to get it done. And you see, the problem with predial larceny is not only the moral issue of theft. When you go to the farms and you meet farmers who are saying to you that if we do not solve this problem, we will leave production. Imagine, we met a farmer in Windsor who said that he planted a whole big area of Tanya. Just at about time to reap, all the Tanya gone. Similarly, the watermelon. So the fact is, it is not just the moral issue of theft. It is the issue of production and how it's going to affect agriculture going down the road. Because the truth is that there are lots of farmers who will decide that they're not producing if they do not benefit from the production.
Amendments were recently made to the Predial Larceny Act, which focused on setting up a licensing regime, establishing a management committee, mitigating the adverse effects of the crime, and applying stiffer penalties. The Agriculture Minister says the onus is on members of the various communities to speak out and protect the agriculture sector.
We've spoken to farmers, we've spoken to persons who can assist to get cameras and drone technology, get new technology involved in fighting predial larceny. But the fact is that predial larceny is not only caused by the person who is stealing. That person who stole the ginger is not consuming all the ginger. Somebody is buying it. And we, the society, are complicit in that. Because we sometimes pass on the side of the road and you see men selling stuff. I don't have no problem giving a man a blind. But if what he is selling there is the labor and the sweat and tears of a farmer, we have to deal with that.
Finally in the news, giving full support to the 2021 estimates of revenue and expenditure presented by Finance Minister Honorable Gregory Bowen last Wednesday, Foreign Affairs Minister Honorable Oliver Joseph said with $12.9 million allocated for foreign affairs, less than what was allocated last year, he is ready to perform with the allocated funds. Areas of focus for 2021 were highlighted by the Foreign Affairs Minister during his contribution to the 2021 budget debate on Monday. Resource mobilization and expanding representation worldwide are to be prioritized.
We need to get more from our diaspora. We need to get more from our friendly governments. We need to get more from international and regional institutions. And we could get more, Mr. Speaker. We have to do the work here. We must know the opportunities that exist and prepare the right proposal to access funds. And that is where the emphasis is going to be. Resource mobilization, number one. And number two is expanding representation throughout the world. And we think with a combination of these things, we can deliver much more to Grenada.
The International Organization for Migration has completed a study on the diaspora policy for Grenada, which will be approved for implementation by January 2021. Minister cited the importance of diaspora affairs to the economy.
We think that the diaspora could do a lot more in the development of our country. We talk about the most is the remittances, because that is the sort of obvious, right? But we have to go beyond that. And the policy addresses that and shows the various areas where the diaspora can contribute. And that this will be given emphasis. The Office of Diaspora Affairs will be under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it will be staffed with competent people so that we can really give due focus to the diaspora community. As you know, it is said that you have more Grenadians living outside of Grenada than in Grenada. So we need to tap into the resources of the diaspora.
That story just brought the curtains down on the national report for today, Tuesday, December 8th. Let's recap the top story. Prime Minister Mitchell says investment in infrastructure development and other projects augurs well for economic recovery in 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.